Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's your video, get subscribed to the channel, man. Back another dad reacts, and today we just did Chucky Midgets. Go check that out in Tortilla Flats. I want to get into that nostalgic 90s Los Angeles. Pops was in New York in the 90s, and he didn't know what was going on in LA, right? You had no idea.
I had no idea. This is our first time really getting into this world. But if it's your first time tuning in, subscribe to the only channel on YouTube that talks with you, not at you. We're not here like just talking to you.
Yeah, some of them don't understand. He's like, what does that mean?
That means that you can communicate with us full.
Los Angeles tag bangers in the 90s. Pops, tell them an interesting story about because you were a tagger back then, right? Allegedly.
Oh, tag bangers like graffiti? I wrote graffiti. My tag came out in the movie Juice, by the way.
Fun fact.
So
go check it out.
You check it out when Tupac was getting chased. And he ran up the steps. It flashes my tag on there.
Wow,
so,
that's crazy.
I got people knocking on my door and all that stuff, but
they're like, "Yo!" Right?
Interesting story about the 90s. I remember getting chased by the police, and they pulled out guns and said freeze, and I didn't freeze. I jumped over the fence, and then my boy that I was with, Macho, he jumped and his underwear got caught, and he was dangling, and the cops arrested him.
It's JTV. That's all right, it's all right.
Yeah, no more talk.
And graffiti.
If you don't write, you're nobody. Like, nobody knows who you are.
Who are the young people who vandalize
Molly?
America's cities?
I like to do as much damage as I can while I'm out here.
And why are they battling each other?
Wait, Pops. All right, New York likes to claim everything, but did tagging start in Los Angeles? I know it's very known in California, but New York...
I don't know. I know that tagging, we used to call it bombing.
Yeah.
Or let's get fame. So we used to try to catch fame. But like, yo, let's catch fame. So we would get up. I don't want to say too much, but we used to get spray cans, and then we used to get the fat caps. So you would take like the roach spray cap and put it on. Now I'm remembering all this stuff. And you put it on a can, so then when you spray, it doesn't come out skinny, it comes out fat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? And then we would boost the spray cans, and then we would wake up, we would get like 100 cans or like 50 cans with book bags and wake up in the middle of the night and bomb and just catch fame all over the city. And it would be from 1 in the morning to 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Do as much damage as I can while I'm out here.
And why are they battling each other? With spray cans and with guns.
Go, go, go! You want to take my turf? You take me out.
What?
Spray paint who trash buses, benches, buildings.
Buildings?
It's a problem
buses,
out of
benches.
control in scores of cities, particularly here in Los Angeles. Ron Reagan has spent some time inside the world of the taggers and reports that as they fight for turf, more and more graffiti and gunfire are going hand in hand.
Pause. So before we get into, just to let you know, on the East Coast, sometimes when you tag in people certain neighborhoods, they would chase you. We did run into other graffiti writers. There was never like no gun violence. There definitely was violence. And then people would write toy over you.
Oh, wow.
Or cross you out. Like if you cross somebody.
That's bad.
Or you write toy over their tag. Or if your tag touches their tag, like if you write a little bit over, beef.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's all about getting up and using these cans.
Why do I tag? Because it's fun.
Girls be tagging? That's good. Step it down.
We see something, we hit it, we run.
If you don't write, you're nobody. Like, nobody knows who you are.
We're tigers, that's it.
Taggers, they're the ones that just write a name on the wall and scribble it. Most of your tagger crews are 3 initials.
Superior and destructive.
They'll pick names that are more apt to pick a characteristic of their nature.
Now, I noticed that your aunt calls you Freddie.
Yeah.
She doesn't call you Looney. Everybody else calls you Looney, though, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that name?
Looney One.
It was given to me by one of my friends. Well, they seen the way I was acting, so all of a sudden they just started calling me Looney.
Yeah, he's crossing them out.
And thousands of other teenage taggers, the urge to write on walls is so strong they are willing to risk going to jail or even losing their lives to do it.
Says the California Penal Code.
The tools of the trade, spray cans and magic markers. Their target, just about any surface they can reach.
Yo! He's wild. It's never that serious. Wow.
And the risk of being injured or caught in the act is part of the thrill.
It's the adrenaline rush.
Hey,
Like, you run on the freeway.
Nah,
you could
he's
get hit by
wildin'.
a car at any time. The police could come out. They could bust you. You get chased by dogs.
They want to be up as much as they can, as long as they can, and as big as they can.
Yo, they doing it for free. Y'all ain't getting paid to do this, bro.
It's for fame, bro.
It's for fun, really.
Fame.
Not fame, but they're not gonna know your face.
Call it fame. Doesn't matter. People know your name.
Oh, okay.
That's how we used to get up in the subway, get up on the train, go in the train yard in the middle of the night and tag up the train yard. And then that goes through the whole New York City.
Oh.
And that's how you get fame.
But people don't really people be looking at tags like that. And, like,
the average person that go to work ain't looking at it. They like,
Yeah.
that shit is like
basura.
Yeah, like you're just a criminal. But it's a whole world of people. Like I catch myself, and I'm 67, reading graffiti sometimes. Like I read graffiti. I'm a graffiti reader. But if you didn't grow up in that culture, if you were doing like ballet, then you're
piano lessons.
Yeah, you were watching Picasso, then you watch Picasso.
You're looking for the hardest place for the city to reach, so they're not able to bluff your name.
That sucks.
They have their own language.
It's about getting up.
But sometimes you gotta get the game.
I'll still bomb me in the hall. We don't want people ranking up.
You got bombing.
Jumping in.
Their own dress code.
See, this is the way tag bangers dress. The khakis.
So these are like the square gangbangers. If there was a square gangbanger set.
Yeah, I don't know, because they saying jump in and all that, but we wasn't on that like a gang like that. We were just bombing and trying to get a
But you know, Cali makes everything gangbanging. You know?
Yeah, Cali's very gang oriented.
Code.
See, this is the way tag bangers dress.
Tag bangers,
Khakis. Pendleton.
Strike a pose.
The hippie gangbangers.
Madonna.
You want to take my turf? You take me out.
What?
With names like Evil Kids, Shoot to Kill, and criminal-minded artists, tagger crews are getting bolder and more violent.
We ain't got taken out yet. We ain't gonna get taken out, period.
They look and act like street gangs.
If someone wants some, you can either step up, run up, or shut up.
Shut up.
That's it.
They don't rank out no more, see?
Ain't nobody rank out.
They beat up new members to see how tough they are. They go on shoplifting sprees, stealing food and booze for parties.
With a beer right now. As you can see, it was a successful mission.
1,000 of them.
Now he's doing like actual artwork, like graffiti. What that say?
I have no idea.
Boy?
What started years ago as late-night mischief by a few lone wolf graffiti artists
Out of control.
now happens in broad daylight, hit-and-run raids by swarms of taggers.
Yo, how they tagging on a
It
bus?
cost Southern California $125 million.
If they slap me with a fine, at least I want it to be worth what I did, you know?
It cost the city of...
Fun fact. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. The guy that's doing the interview, the guy in the passenger seat, that's Ron Reagan. That's the president, Ronald Reagan's son.
What?
Yes, that's his son, Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan was president from 1980 to 1988.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angeles, $25 million.
That's all I carry, man. This, my money, that's it.
More and more taggers are now carrying guns, and they're not afraid to show them off for the cameras.
That's talking right there now.
The handgun is another form of recognition.
How easy is it to get a gun?
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
You gotta have the money, you know, the connections, and it's you know, whatever one you want is yours.
How much money does it cost to get a
$100.
handgun?
$100.
For a brand new one, like out of the box, you could get them like for $150.
$150.
Guns the ones to talk now.
What taggers have been saying through their use of guns is both troubling and tragic.
It's either, you know, kill or be killed. That's what you gotta do now. That's how you gotta live.
Well, yeah, he died 92.
92. Wow. He was like, what, 20?
When he was born?
73.
Oh, 73.
92,
Oh, wow.
he was 19.
That's crazy.
Payback's a bitch.
In recent months, crews like KWS have been spending more and more time at funerals. 22 LA taggers have been killed and dozens more wounded in shootouts with other crews.
My homie Sorrel, when they kill him, they pull out the gun to his head. They said, you better not say KWS. What do you say? KWS to the heart. You know what I mean? That's how we earn respect.
For too many taggers, respect at any cost has trapped them in a spiraling cycle of violence.
We're killing our own race and everything. That ain't right, but I guess that's the way it is, and I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
If you gotta pull this out sometimes, you gotta do it. But then we prefer doing this, you know, tagger style.
Y'all ready for this?
Tagger style used to mean settling beefs with a competition to see who could get their tag name up in the most places. But with so much competition and hatred among taggers, these days a battle means war, with real bullets, as our undercover crew discovered.
Oh, this is it.
What the
Here's
fuck?
what's happening.
Oh, he bombed it, right?
Go, go, go.
They busted it?
Me and my homeboy got off the car.
And I don't tell
like,
smash.
me and everything. While I was listening,
They got good music.
and next thing you know, we seen two guys coming up the street. Just put out a gun and started shooting. They blasted like 2 or 3 times. I pointed the extinguisher and
Started busting like 2, 3 times.
they blasted like 2 or 3 times. I pointed the extinguisher in their direction, so like a big old cloud of smoke. We jumped in my homeboy's car and we took off.
Don't say goodbye, I don't plan to die.
What went through your mind when you hear somebody shooting a gun at you?
I don't know, like I just start getting hyper and I just want to go back and, you know. I don't
Nah,
know.
yeah, that adrenaline gotta be crazy. It's like GTA, bro. It's like you getting shot at and it's like, you don't get hit, so like you wanna go back.
I'm feeling his vibe right now.
Word, right? You wanna go tag some shit right now.
Nah, not really.
How about this?
A little bit.
Let's do a vlog. Oh, no, it's illegal. You can't vandalize. Let's go to LA and tag everywhere.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a tag. Maybe follow me on Instagram. I'll do it. I'm gonna do one live.
Pass you that.
Bombing session.
I get like all hyped up and just everything.
Undaunted by the shooting, Looney and the rest of the taggers continued their hit-and-run foray, crossing out their enemies' tags.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
We're used to that.
Yeah? You're used to it. How used to getting shot at can you guess?
We're lucky, guys.
Now, how important is it to you to have your tag on a wall? Is it worth dying for?
Well, you could see that.
Yeah? Is it worth killing somebody for?
Yeah.
They get in the way. If you're gonna be a tagger, you can't show weakness.
In spite of the constant
Oh
threat
my
of
God.
violence from other taggers and gangs, and the possibility of getting busted,
Stay right there.
most taggers say they intend to stay with it, at least while they're young.
And a lot of people do a lot of different things when they're young, you know? Some of them go into sports and everything, others go into other things, but my homies ain't losers. They're not gonna be doing this all the time, right? But we're doing it just to have a nice, you know, crazy life, you know?
Yeah, they call me Swag from KMT. That's how crazy we are. This KMT King's
He
making...
put the pole to his head. It's definitely loaded because he's a street kid.
Yeah.
Why? I never understood that. Why even point the gun at you?
He's swag, yo.
He's swag. But yo, imagine getting killed over 3 words. That's crazy.
Yeah, over graffiti.
Over 3 letters.
Yeah, they call me Swag from KMT. That's how crazy we are.
It's not like over money or
This
some shit.
KMT King's making trouble.
He calls himself Swack One. He's
Get
19,
that camera.
a tagger with a crew called KMT, Kings Making Trouble.
Almost every KMT's got a piece on them. And you know, and like somebody get crazy, we just got to start shooting.
Although the taggers are quick to use violence against others, they see themselves as being invincible.
No KMT have died, no KMT have getting shot, nothing.
And it's not don't plan to. See, we're always more than 3 deep, and out of that 3 crowd, someone got a gun. So that's why we don't worry about getting caught slipping.
Caught slipping, caught alone. In time, those words would come back to haunt Swack and
Yo,
K-
definition, caught slipping, caught alone. You need to translate for the viewers. I'm crying.
Slipping, caught alone. In time, those words would come back to
No
haunt
way, what
Swack
happened?
and KMT.
He gonna hit up on the wall right now.
Few property owners have the opportunity or the nerve to confront graffiti
That's
vandals.
whack. You writing up people's
Oh,
houses.
you know, just call the city and have them come clean it.
Oh, yeah, writing up people's homes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fine, you clean it and I won't call the city.
All right, hey.
I don't bother you, I don't want you bothering me.
They're bothering me.
Some take advantage of city-sponsored programs to clean up graffiti. So this is the place where they mostly graffiti you.
All along the back and along the side over here. Generally where it happens.
So let's paint it all one color, make it look uniform and make it look nicer.
It's the same dude that put it up.
Right.
As a businessman, is there a hidden cost to all of this?
Oh, there's a major cost because we're all
Dave
paying for
Goldsberry.
program and through our taxes.
We are just tired of erasing the graffiti one night, waking up the next morning, and confronting the same problem.
You can't very much have too much pride in your neighborhood when you see it written up like that.
In East Los Angeles, residents are searching desperately for ways to deal with the problem.
We don't have no programs for our kids. That's the reason we have gangs, we have violence.
You don't take a 16-year-old and try to change them. You take a 6- and a 7-year-old and try to show them the right way.
The parents don't know what's going on. They're not aware of what their children are doing at night.
If I were like a cop or something. I'd get the same.
Yeah, everybody Hispanic, bro, in LA, I feel like.
But he said that's Sotelo.
Yo, it's crazy because how do you guys feel about this? You think it's worth dying over being a tagger? Like, it was that serious? Like, I'd rather just
I think they're just young and dumb.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them, some of them will see this video, reacting to it, and you were just young and you made young person's decision. Young people, you know, a decision you made between 16 and 25, like, you're just young.
At least sell some drugs or something to make some money and then fight over that.
A little bit of all that.
Boy, no, they probably were.
Are doing at night.
If I were like a cop or something, I'd get the same child who did it and make him paint it back.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Everybody, hands on your head.
Hands on top of your head.
Let's go.
Sandpaper commonly used to scratch the surfaces of the window.
Any sharp objects or anything like that on you? What else you got in this pocket here? Nothing. Everything you see here.
Don't worry about your shoestring.
Perhaps no agency does more to catch and prosecute taggers than the transit police, but even they are fighting a losing battle.
Now, what happens to you when the police pick you up for tagging?
I think they just take you into a station and, you know, call up your parents, see if they want to come pick you up.
Sending him through the judicial system and getting slapped on their hand or making him do community service, I feel is not working.
So you're a beginner is what you're telling me?
Well, what's the future here? Is there going to be more graffiti, more tagging, and more violence?
Unless we really start concentrating our efforts on prevention, education, and intervention, I don't see where else
Prevention,
it can go.
education,
Here's where it goes. Remember Swack, who was seen earlier brandishing an automatic pistol? One night, police found Swack's gun on the sidewalk, along with an empty shell casing, a beer can, and a pool of blood. In an apartment upstairs, they found Swack, killed by a bullet from his own gun.
People versus Frank Navarro.
Murder charges against the tagger accused in the shooting were dismissed because of conflicting evidence. One thing is certain. When Swack was killed, no one from KMT was with him. He was alone, caught slipping.
That's my first homie that ever passed away. The first
That was
and
the
last
same
homie that
guy
ever
who
passed
was like, none of our homies are dead. And he's like, that's my first and my last homie that ever passed away.
That's crazy.
Wow, Swack. They should have covered Swack a little bit more because he was briefly in it, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, Swack.
Tragic end to the story.
R.I.P.
That's my first homie that ever passed away. The first and the last homie that ever passed away.
We really love him and we miss him. And we just...
Wow. How was tagging worth it, man? And he said they never get caught slipping. He had the pole on him, all that.
Yeah, he had it, but something went down. So it's unfortunate that people's life are cut short for so many silly reasons and different stuff.
Dumb shit.
Stay out of trouble, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We out of here. Peace.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low, now move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the floor with a couple of shots. You better move, you better duck, either way to go, you'll get got.